Hey guys, this is Jason with Ton of Precision. Hey, we just have been having some questions of how to use Ton of Precision's new customer portal and how our invoicing and billing and all that is working. So I wanted to describe that a little bit more in depth for you guys. So a couple notes. We're going to be emailing you invoices from here on out at this point. So keep an eye out in your inbox, or if you got a spam file for some reason if you're not receiving, but most people have been getting right to their inbox. So we'll be sending, every time you walk in the door, you pick up parts, you're going to get an email with an invoice. At the end of each month, you're going to be getting a statement via paper mail that you can pay then with a check or whatever form you choose. So you'll still be getting some sort of notification in the mail for that if it's not paid up by the end of each month. So wanted to walk through that a little bit more on how to use that. So what you'll do is you'll come in here, and this would be an example like of what an invoice would look like. So you're going to get a link to go to your customer portal, and you're going to get a PDF. So you can click the PDF, you can print it out, you can save that for yourself, and you can write a check and you can mail that right in if you want to do it that way, like normal. No problem there. Or you have the option to click and go to your customer portal. Our portal does not require username or password. All you have to do is just save the link into your browser, and every time you can just click on that and take you right into your portal. So I'll show you a couple ways. You can either just click on that and it'll take you right to your invoice and your portal. So you can do that every time. Or if you want, you can come over here on the left-hand side to configuration. You can scroll to the bottom, and here is a link for your portal. So if you can copy that link address. A couple of different ways you can do it. You can select it. You can highlight it up at the top and just bookmark this here. And so I'm going to rename this. Let's see here, edit. TPS portal. So I'm going to name it whatever you'd like. So every time you click on that, it's going to take you right to this portal every time. So let's go through the portal a little bit, and we'll walk through on what you can do here. So you can make service requests. You can call on the phone and say, hey, we need to work on your corn planter, or you can come in here and plug it in. One of the two ways it will get to us, either of the two ways. On the left-hand side here, we have some different tabs. You can hit the units, and this will walk through whether tractors, combines, 28 applicators, corn planters, bean planters, whatever we have in here that we've worked on should be in here. I believe you can edit those if you want to, but that's what the units are for. You can click on them, and you can look at active services that we're currently doing on them in the shop, if they're sitting here. Service history, if you want to go back and look what we've done in the past. There's some different details and a few things like that. So once again, here's a tab, excuse me, for active services. If you want to see something we've been working on here, I see there's one here that got completed here recently in the shop. Let's see if that loads here. Loads here. This is a test dummy, but you can see what we would have done, parts, labor, all the expenses. Next off, we can go to the contacts tab on the left-hand side. You can choose where the emails go to. Primarily, if you want to add somebody else in, so you want to add in a friend of yours. Friend of yours, you want to add an email, test@gmail.com, put a phone number, and you say, hey, every time he gets an invoice, I want him to receive an invoice as well, so I don't miss it. So you can add a wife, family member, somebody else in there as well. As many people as you want. Invoices. So these are any open invoices that we currently have. You can see in here, I have $195 that are currently due. You can see past due invoices as well. And so over here, kind of in the middle of the page, you have a balance, and that is your total owed balance that is outstanding to Tonic Precision. And we only have one open invoice right here currently. And so we can choose all, if you want to look at all the invoices you've ever had on here, if you want to look at more. So you can click on those, you can kind of play around with it. I feel like it's fairly self-explanatory. But you can go through and look at those things and look at past history. I'm going to go in here. We have a couple of different things you can do. You can add a payment method, or you can pay invoices. So there's a feature to pay online if you want to. So if you want to add a payment method, you can add a bank account or a credit card, and you can save that on here. So every time you want to pay, you just upload it, click it, and pay it. So say you want to add a bank account, come on here, put your name, your routing number, and tie that in. You can do an ACH routing number. You can Google that. That's public information for your bank, and then your account number and what kind of account it is. You can do a credit card as well. First name, last name, credit card number, expiration date, security code, digit on the back. If you put that in there, that will always be saved, so you can just use that every time if you want to as well. Pay invoices. So if you decide, hey, I want to pay a bunch of invoices at one time, you can come in here, and I currently have my savings account saved in here. So if you have a savings account or a credit card, you can select that and automatically just pull that right out. So so what you can do now is I'm going to select my personal savings. That's going to automatically pull up that information, and you can choose what invoices you want to pay with, and you can hit submit, and it would automatically pay that. You can choose enter bank details, and you can enter in your information right now, or you can go here and enter credit card details in as well. You do not have to do street address, city, state, zip code if you do not want to. It'll be a little faster if you do as far as processing, but it does not make a difference. So go back. You have a payment section. This is just where you're saved, or these are your past payments that you have made. You can click on those if you want to, and you can see what invoice it was paid to. A lot of different ways to run into the same information here online. But if, for example, you get a statement in the mail, or you have a paper invoice on your desk, and you're not sure if you've paid it or not, you can come onto the portal, and whatever is on the portal is live with our book. So those will always be synced up. So this is another easy way to double check that. Lastly, there is a configuration tab. You can come in here and you change your company name, phone numbers, any of that stuff. Mailing address is wrong. You can change any of that stuff. So that's pretty well it. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call.